is attractive, but in the manner of a dashing young prince rather than a princess. She smokes tobacco rakishly from a pipe. Wealthy heiress, Madame Angélique Tiquet. He recognises at once. She sprawls loosely in the soft chair at the left, wearing a pink shepherdess's frock rummaged out of the salon's fancy dress box, having acted along to an earlier tale, and is still holding her crook like a sceptre. Angélique Tiquet is the sort of woman who spills from every dress that she wears despite her age. Sugar crystals bedeck the corners of her sumptuous mouth with its rotten front tooth. She has a white cat with a jewelled collar that she often carries under her arm. There, too, is a rare man who has been allowed into the circle. Abbé Cotin, a mediocre clergyman and scribbler known for his tedious sonnets. Beside him, her narrow nose flaring at the abbé's mere presence, is sharp-tongued Madame Henriette de Murat. Then pretty posy Charlotte Rose Caumont de la something. Force. That was it. In the latest fashions, who he recognises as a lady-in-waiting from the court. The others, though, minor aristocrats. Who is that tall young man with long lashes? Thick hot chocolate is being served in very beautiful china with a pale green glaze. Women carefully check their teeth and upper lips with their tongues after each sip for tide marks. This is Perrault's first time at the salon, and he means to charm, for his cousin's sake as well as his own. The tale of Donkey Skin, Peau d'Âne, is one that has always delighted him, since his nurse told it to him by the fire's embers. As one of the esteemed 40 members of the Académie Française, that council pertaining to the French language, known as les immortels, after the Academy's motto, à l'immortalité, to immortality, he thinks he knows how to woo a small literary audience such as this. The tale must be brief and sparkling. A glass of champagne you have finished before you even realise it's in your hand. Those who take a moment to admire Perrault see a man in his 50s, under a brown wig that puts one in a mind of a handsome spaniel. It is often said that he has grown into his face, which is open, with lucent eyes that cannot help but tend towards merry. He is one of those men of the world with real charisma, who have the great gift of being interested in everyone, from the Dauphin to the cook. To be held in his attention for a few gleaming moments is usually to like him, an effect which he internally humbly acknowledges.
Imagine their magnificent palace, he continues. Courtiers from all around the globe come to see their paintings by Rubens and Leonardo, their statues by Bernini, their lavish hall of mirrors.
This raises another chuckle. The audience aware that he is describing the Galerie de Glace in Louis XIV's magnificent palace at Versailles, one of the wonders of the Western world. The room Charles Perrault himself furnished with over 300 large mirrors. Perhaps the most famous room in France, it is an Aladdin's cave crowded with flatteringly lit beauties, gazing at versions upon versions of themselves. But, in acknowledging it, Perrault means also to acknowledge what everyone here surely knows, that since his friend Colbert's death, he has fallen out of favour with Louis XIV. He doesn't want anyone to think they must tiptoe around him on the subject of Versailles. He still has a pension, after all, is proud of what he achieved there. It is no shame to move on. Perrault makes sure of eye contact with Madame d'Aulnoy as he speaks, hoping to delight his hostess most of all. He was impressed by her recent novel, the society sensation, The Story of Hippolytus, Count of Douglas, so he's keen to get to know the writer behind it, although there is something cool and slippery about her gaze.